Hello, my name is Jacob. I'm from Toronto, Canada, and this is my CS50P final project recorded on Sunday, April 20th. My final project is a game inspired by the famous letter of the word game Wordle. I call it Pywordle, and it's essentially a version of that game done in Python in a command line. So as you can see, in this mode I have the cheating mode enabled so I can see the random picked words, and in this case it's quiet. And the goal of the game is to guess the actual word, and there will be indication green for the correct word in the right position, yellow for the right word but not in the right position, and red for a letter that is not in that word at all. So let's kind of do a random morn, and you can see in this case I only had one letter, but it's not in the right, and that's the U. So if I'll do quits, for example, I got a little bit more, and I have three right letters, one in incorrect position and one that is not in that word. And if I'll do the right word, which is quiet, then I can see that I won the game. This is the right word, and it tells me how many attempts it took me to complete the game. So let's try it again, and let me show you a little bit of the failure. And this time, obviously, I wanted to make sure that users entered 5 letters words, right? So in this case, this is not a 5-letter word, or numbers, the same thing. And if I'll just continue all the way to the 6th attempt, this is the end game where I failed. It tells me I lost, and it reveals the word. So that is my final project. Let's kind of look at the background, what is involved in this. The main file, as you can see, I have the main function where the entire game is initialized. And this is loop where there's 6 attempts, and input takes the user guess, and then it checks to make sure it's 5-letter, and it's not containing alphanumerics, and then it takes the user input and send it to the validate guess and returns it and place it in a variable called feedback. It sends the guess word and the actual target word randomly picked by the random library from a dictionary of words available in this file. So if I'll go back into the project, you can see here, this is the random picker. It just opens the file, picks one, and just returns it to the main function. Then the next function is to validate the user entry against the word. And the last function is to display guess using the rich library, where I'm color coding each letter with red, green, and yellow. And these are very simple for loop where I'm using enumerate and zip functions to unpack the guess and the feedback, compare them, and then print based on the mark, the letter that the user print, and if it's right or not. So that's my game. Thanks for watching.